I will just do the intro right now. Bing, bang, boom.
Just for that's the intro.
Okay. Well, okay. So that was the intro just then. Okay. Well, let's do it. That was a good intro.
Okay. At least it didn't screw up.
Well, there are some things that I said that I could wait. I am not using the right microphone all this time. Does it get better?
Wow.
Now we started. That's it. That's the start.
That's staying in the episode.
I was using the microphone from this headset that it's under the table. So
you were using your Roomba? It looked like a Roomba, like the thing that.
Let me just check my mic now. Hold on.
Oh, what is up with this? What is this? This is Baby Town Frolics. I mean,
you know that gamer things are only gamer if they have LED lights.
I have not gamed lately because I have no interest in it. I was watching. Duda was showing me the League of Legends esport, the Grand Prix thing they were having tonight, and I've never seen it written, or I've never seen it in full regalia. And it was not just that, but it was also in Portuguese, so it was extra confusing. And so I almost wanted to put my head through the computer screen because of what I was seeing. I don't understand how people find that entertaining. And I know I'm old man Alper's talking, but oh my God, it was terrible. It was
Alper, I'll explain to you how to find it entertaining. You get a keg of beer. That's it.
That's it.
Yep.
And you know
you drink as you watch, and everything is fun because it's lots of bright colors and flashes. if you can take some
LSD,
it also
the
works.
thing that Dr. Jiboa uses.
How about this? I'll just load myself up on heroin and porn liquor.
Alper, remember when we recorded the sketch with me and Alison, and I literally
and you were smoking the
light. I have light and a joint, and Alison look at me and that's really a joint.
It was allegedly allegedly there were real joints and alcohol on these sets. Allegedly.
I mean, that was really fun. Like I just pop open the beers
allegedly. You popped open a beer.
It began just like
no. I was
by the end of that episode, Duda was allegedly stoned as hell.
That was fun.
It was fun.
So fucking fun. Oh shit.
So Allison, what's some of the topics we're going to talk about today? Or it's like because you are the topic master.
Topic master.
Yeah, you were mastering topics.
Oh, we are recording already.
Already, yeah, it's official.
Recording the entire.
You got the official
10 minutes now.
You got the official microphone. Therefore, it's official.
The dawn of time.
Okay.
I mean, there are a bunch of things in mind, and I think we can pick among the most interesting.
Okay, well, let's pick the most interesting. Allison, read them off to the class, would you? Because
where is it? There we go. Constructor commander, how to build. No, anyway, there are many topics that have been on my head. Mostly, now, especially with Duda, which has been going back into content creation and Elba's interview on Humans of Magic. There have been a whole talk, especially from Elba's part, coming out explaining the whole. When it starts being a job and when it's still a hobby, and that transition and why we go back at it and the thing that we're doing and everything. I think we got a pretty mixed group, which is in every, I'd say, part of that dial. And I think that could be a thing that everybody has something to say.
Well, because I think that Elba is we'd say Elba is the superstar, and then Duda is she's the middle famous, and then Allison and I are we're the guppies that are just.
I'll prefer the term underdog, but I mean
underdog, guppy, whichever.
Guppy. I vote for guppy.
Yeah.
I've never seen guppy being.
I have to say that this subject is a subject in my therapy almost every week, because I have to deal with the fact that I really like producing content. It's the thing that I like the most in my life, but nowadays it doesn't pay my bills, and it will not pay what the company where I work pays. So I have to juggle these tasks about all the time, because I live in fucking São Paulo, and when I have to go to the work presentially, I have to take 1 hour and a half to go and 1 hour and a half to come back. So it's 3 hours out of home just for work, and I cannot do anything in the Mondays and in the Thursdays. I hate the days of the week in English, because
that's not, Americans, don't be offended. That's not
because those are the days that I wake up, go to the work, come back to my house to sleep, because if I came back to home early, I will be destroyed. I will be tired. So I cannot make a live stream. I cannot record a podcast. So the time that I have to work in my content creation is the weekend. But there are times that at the weekend I am not well. I am tired. I am wanting to watch movies. I want to play some League of Legends, for God's sakes. And and
I don't like it already. League of Legends is a problem. We're gonna have to have an intervention. A League of Legends.
I am playing organized.
Are you playing it now? Serious?
No.
Okay, I was like, what?
No. I have to give up watching Grêmio's match. I have already said to you, I will not watch Grêmio's match.
Oh, don't try to guilt me anymore, dude. I'm Jewish.
I am not.
Lose.
I am not watching Grêmio's match for my own. I decided it, but it's important because content creation is the love of my life. A lot of friends of mine, close friends of mine, I have already said that I have to think about my career in marketing and everything, but my career in marketing is what pays the bills, and I really have some bills right now, and I am not able to focus on content creation. So to ease the burden that I have in my mind, that I am not working to get this as a major thing in my life, I have to watch it as a hobby, and I have to know that I will not have a weekly podcast, because maybe this weekend I am so tired I will not be able to record one episode for the next week and edit the last week's recorded. So I have a podcast for MTGC recorded for the last 2 months, and I've been editing by pieces it for the last 2 months. But now my main work in content creation is Historias, which is my podcast about trans stories. But the name is very self-explanatory. But now is what I put in all my energy that I have for content creation. But it's tough because I really love MTGC. We were talking off right now how I love what I did in MTGC before I wiped out the feed, and I really want to rebuild it. So it's tough because I have to make this decision that hurts me in a lot of ways.
Yeah, you have to decide things to cut if you're things in life that you have to make sacrifices.
Yeah, and comes the fact that I'm bipolar, so in many times I will
that's right.
do everything, and depression.
That's like when you're manic, you're like, I get so much work done.
And when I get in a depression phase, I cannot do anything. So it's very tough to have a weekly basis update or any routine updated content creation in my life. So that's really tough for me, and I think the way I am doing right now, that it's facing it as a hobby and knowing that it's a dream of mine that to be full-time content creator, but it's tough to get there, and I have to know the limits of my life today. It's the best place to be right now. It can change. it will probably change. But right now, it's the thing that I have to do. I have to decide to not edit my MTGC podcast because I need to rest in this weekend, for example.
What about Elba now with you? Like, what was the exact moment when you realized that this was going to be something that would move from hobby to success, and as far as like making a living? Like, do you remember when like that?
Oh yeah.
What was that? I mean, what's it like?
It's funny because Duda is living through something that I myself lived like 8-ish years ago, which is the point. I was in the exact same situation. I used to work in a car manufacturer, and that's what paid the bills. And heck, that's the precise reason why my videos are long form, one take, very little editing, is because I said, you know what, Saturday is the day I'm going to work on the videos, and I'll put out whatever I can prepare in one Saturday. So I would work Monday to Friday. As a matter of fact, I did work in a different city as well, so I would spend 3 to 4 hours in traffic every single day. Absolutely impossible to do anything during the week. And then I would, on Saturday, I would make videos, and on Sunday I would just relax. I started making a second video per week when it became too easy, and please note the air quotes, to make when I got used to preparing and editing one video per week. Then I started making 2 videos per week. Then I started making enough money to hire an editor, and then I started making 3 videos a week. And the point in which I realized this could become a job is when I was fired. At the time, I until 2020, I worked at Expedia. Okay, I was
.com. Sorry. I couldn't help it.
So I'm not very much into geopolitics, but as far as I understand, nobody wanted to travel or to stay at hotels in 2020. I guess there was some kind of bed bug or something.
Yeah, there was. Everybody had diarrhea, wasn't it? Like lots of.
Yeah, Burger King.
Well, it was one of the facts.
Yeah.
So for no good reason, I guess, Expedia started firing people left and right in 2020. Now, speaking seriously, I was in HR. I was hired to care for 500-ish employees, and we got to nearly 1,000 employees, and by the end of 2020, I had like 80 employees. So there was no way to justify my job.
Like you need humans to have human resources.
Exactly. And when I was fired, the channel was at this funny point. It made about half what my salary was, a little under half. And I'm like, that's not enough to live off of, but it's also too much for me to be able to pretend this doesn't exist in a job interview. It was a very conscious decision when I said, hey, okay, listen, I know people in Amazon or Facebook or Microsoft, and I could, leads to get jobs, but I can't go to Facebook as a YouTuber and go to a job interview and not mention that I have a very active YouTube channel that makes about half what my salary is. I can't do the same thing for Google or Microsoft or Amazon or any other companies in which I had leads.
Right, because they would see that. They would be like, this is a problem for you being like, they would see it as you would not be able to fully commit, right? Like,
even more than that. Can you imagine? I'm working at Amazon, and Amazon has Twitch, and I have a YouTube channel from which I make half of my income. That's direct conflict of interest.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't even consider that kind of stuff, but yeah, that's so shoot.
Yeah, and Microsoft had Mixer at the time. Facebook had Facebook Gaming at the time. Even Google itself, because you can't work at Google and have a YouTube channel. I have no idea what's it like in the US, but there's a legal issue in labor law in Brazil That
I
if
didn't
they're
know
paying,
it.
Really?
I didn't know it.
uh, it's quite simple actually. The Google is paying me my wages, and they're clawing back whatever income tax, the job taxes, right? And then they are also paying me something extra.
Okay,
Now
makes sense.
I know, and they know it's from AdSense, it's from YouTube. But when the IRS looks at it and say, "Hey, why are you holding labor taxes on this payment and not on this payment?"
The
What's going on
lion,
here?
the lion doesn't forgives.
Nope.
Brazilian IRS is a thing. Yep.
Oh
So-
God! Wow. Do they call it? Is it IRS over there too? I mean, is it still IRS?
It's
Like-
it's federal revenue, but
Oh,
it's the same
wow.
idea.
And we call it the
Yeah.
lion.
That works. Yeah. Like, but so that's so then you like so then that's when you took the jump. You like you
Exactly. I put out a video, literally explaining, "Hey, listen, I lost my job, and I think I can make YouTube my full-time job, but I don't want to toss out the lifestyle I've accrued. I know I'm quite comfortable, but I worked a ton for this shit. So if I can reach this salary in the next 3 months, I'll quit the job market and live off of YouTube. If not, I'll just close down the channel and go look for a job." Luckily, I didn't. So I did reach
Yeah.
the number I needed, and everything is.
Do you
Jolly.
ever get like do you ever have moments where like because I don't know, I mean, do you ever have moments where you are nervous that like if like 20 years is it something that you could still be doing, or have you like been smart and squirreled away stuff and like I mean, is that that's another thing I guess about being a content creator that's very nerve-wracking is like what is the sustainability of any content creator, right? Can it last?
I'm not smart, and I'm not
Yes,
worried.
you are.
I'm way too much of a nihilist. I've made peace with the fact that I work until the day I die. Yay, capitalism!
Yes, but you're
Yeah.
also smart. Don't even try like you are smart. Like I'm not buying that.
No. But it just said, were you smart and squirrel always something? Yeah, I've squirred always something, but I know exactly how much a car crash costs or an emergency surgery costs, and I know how I know that there is no amount of money in the world I could save that would allow me to safely retire and keep my standards of living. So I'm just at peace with the fact that I will work until the very day I die, and I've been like that for over 10 years now. That has nothing to do with the channel.
Yeah.
and Brazilian way to retire is a mess right now, and
Oh, let's see. I think
uh,
it's not good over in the
yes.
States.
It's not Brazilian, baby.
it's in the entire world. Okay, but
Nobody's gonna retire.
How old is retire over in
fucking
Brazil?
capitalism.
I think it's 60 something here now. It's like
65.
yeah, I think it's something like that.
65 for men, 62 for women, if I'm
De
not mistaken.
pé, famílicos.
I don't know
Wait.
why.
I have a question, but I don't know if you will know. But I contributed to the INSS as a man for like a lot of years, and now I contributed as a woman. So does it count?
You should be
Well,
able
What
to.
gender does
likely
it
no.
count?
Most likely no. It might, but in my experience, and again, I did work HR for 12 years,
Yeah.
so this is the sort of stuff that I used to do professionally. But in my experience, whenever you have a question about INSS, the answer is whatever fucks you over the most.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I have to think about the man times even being a woman legally recognized it as a woman in Brazil.
Yep.
You're going to have to resurrect yourself, like going to have
Yeah.
to hold like a ceremony.
And it's funny because
Alper says that like it's something new.
yeah, if I get arrested, I will be I really don't want to be arrested, but if I get arrested, I will go to women's jail because
Yeah.
I am legally a woman in Brazil. In my birth certificate, it says not gender, sex female. So I am legally a woman in Brazil.
That's
but
I mean, now should you legally a woman in Brazil? Shouldn't you be legally a woman everywhere? I mean, I feel like that should be the case.
there are places where you cannot change your gender legally because being trans is it's not easy.
I mean, but what if the other countries call up Brazil and be like, we need to see all versions of your birth certificate? What? I'd be like, well, no, you know what? Actually, you don't. Just sit down and mind your own business.
Yeah, and I know that in the UK it's getting harder to do it too, because there is this writer, I don't know, that she wrote a very people like that book, but I don't know.
The billionaire who won't shut her mouth.
Yeah, and her influence in the UK politics is making being trans a even harder hell in the UK.
Oh yeah, JK, just kidding, JK. God,
that Joanne girl, I don't know.
Why I don't understand it, and I'm gonna diatribe here, but like, why can't somebody just pull her aside and be like, just shut up. I know you're rich. You're very rich. And I know that you're now accustomed to thinking that everything you say has value to society, but it does not. You are good at one thing, and that is writing books about little magicians that go through the land and do fun things. Everything else that you think you're brilliant at is wrong.
She said that if you don't think that her books are transphobic, then you wrote that you read them wrong. So
I'd be like, I don't think. I mean, like, look, J.K. Rowling, I don't care your books. Like,
at this time, I don't think that she wrote it well, because she was transphobic. So I can say that that's something
that she's probably too egotistical to even admit that she made a mistake, because she thought she was being so all inclusive that when she had an oversight, rather than admit that she did it, she's like, that's not true. If you look at the illusions, I'm like, shut up, lady. Just shut up. Go get your award for the money you made. And please be quiet. You're embarrassing the other billionaires. And I don't know. Like,
all the billionaires should not exist, right? So I hate some of the billionaires the most, like the guy who bought Twitter, and
Elon Musk. Yeah, he's a fun moron, isn't he?
And the girl who wrote this wizard thing, and those are the ones I hate the most. But Jefferson Bezos, as I say in Portuguese, I hate him a lot. So
he's a jackass. He's a jackass. You know, I like the guy who does Virgin, the guy who's Virgin, or was it Richard Branson? Like, he seems like an okay billionaire. Like,
I don't think there is such a thing as an okay billionaire. We were discussing the other day about the Brazilian billionaire, something Barsi.
A Brazilianaire?
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
And people are like, well, what can you say of ill towards Barsi, because he's such a beacon of financial education, and he teaches people how to make money. You're like, oh, honey, the guy has.
It's the Ambev guy.
Money.
It's the Ambev guy.
He's the guy that doesn't like. I don't know how to say fundos imobiliários in English.
Okay, how do you say, Allison, help us? Can you translate it?
Oh Christ, fundos imobiliários. Would that be the owning property and all that shit, and like renting and stuff?
No, that is not it. It's funding the companies which do this.
Oh, scheiße.
But yeah,
and you can.
This is actually a technical.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. He's a billionaire. Yeah. Okay, he's a billionaire, and
he's rich. He lends money.
No, he's a billionaire. He's not rich. He's a billionaire. There's a big difference. You cannot become a billionaire by working.
Yeah, and that's important. you can only be a billionaire. You can only be a billionaire by
fucking people over
exploration
very thoroughly.
Yeah,
in great amounts.
Alison, have you ever heard about that phrasing that the capitalism has failed, will fail, and capitalismo falhou, falha e falhará em todos os lugares onde ele enfiar seus tentáculos. É muito bom. The capitalism system is made for people to exploit people. So you can only be billionaire if you exploited a lot of people and exploited a lot, because
parents were a billionaire.
Okay, then you didn't exploit people, but your parents did.
Yeah, then it's like, no, my mommy and daddy were the bad people. It's like
Exactly. So and someone was saying, oh, but can you speak anything ill about this guy? Because I don't know anything unethical that he's done. I mean, I don't know anything unethical he's done either, but I'm goddamn sure that if I had $1 billion, you would only know about me what I wanted you to know about me.
Yeah.
Which
True,
is why, honestly, I prefer people like Musk or just kidding, because they make it so very clear. You know,
that they're buffoons.
When you try to explain to people that Warren Buffett, he's not the nicest person ever, because daddy had direct, I believe his father was a senator, or he was with the senators. Again, guys, I'm not American, so I'm trying to make something that people who are watching
he came from a family of rapport.
So his political connections made it easier for him to know where to invest.
Elon Musk's family owned what was it? Emerald Mine in Africa.
Emerald Mine in apartheid South Africa.
Yeah, very helpful to have that. You know,
but come on, you don't. That's not my point exactly. You don't need to know anything about Elon Musk. If you just look at what he's been doing for the past year, and you say, oh no, is this the guy that's smarter and works harder than everyone else? And that's not how he made his business.
It gets peculiarly worst when you have a business degree, as me and Elba have.
Exactly.
And you know what else too? You know how I knew that Elon Musk was a moron from way early? The bad facelift. Listen, I'm just like, whenever I see a man with a facelift, I'm like, stop it. Don't do it. You don't need it. And he got the facelift. Like he's constantly. I'm like,
cis people can do gender reaffirming procedures at will, right? Just trans people who can't.
He looked like hell. I'm just saying, like, men facelifts, just maybe avoid them. Like you don't need to.
You know what's the worst part? He definitely could afford to get a good surgeon, and the surgery that would look natural.
I know, but I get the feeling he went in there and was like, "Doctor, I want to look like this. I want to look like a Bond villain that has ran into a vacuum cleaner." And then,
but it's funny because I knew he was not smart, but this whole Twitter thing, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. He's trashing 14-year brand that was a verb.
Wait, no, isn't it? It's X. It's X now. It's X, and we're I'm like,
I refuse to call it.
And for us Brazilians, it's even funnier because there is this guy called Ike Batista who made everything he touches X. So all his business were X, and he was a fucking corrupt guy, and he's now in jail. So he used to be the richest guy in Brazil, and now he's in jail, and everything was X. So it's funny.
I'm gonna re-X your tweet or whatever.
Foreshadowing, hopefully. Let's see.
Yeah, Elon Musk is he is a special kind of stupid, and
like I have a business degree and I work in marketing. So this brand thing is just there is no explanation for this. There is no explanation. He paid for it, and
that's the thing. It's because he made so much money stealing other people's ideas.
Yeah. Logically,
which
he
is
leaves,
what he did. Okay,
he leaves for his exploration because he leaves the exploration that his father did and he does.
He took a government-funded space program, privatized it, and then was like, "I'm the one who made everybody go into space." I'm like, no, you didn't. You just stole something. Tesla was created by 2 other men. He goes, "I'm the one who steals it and takes away and fires the men, and I'm the genius." I'm like, you're not a genius. You're not a genius. You're never going to be Steve Jobs. Sit down. Like, Steve Jobs I hear he was an asshole, but he also was really good at doing the things that Steve Jobs did. Like, he was a visionary, and then Wozniak was there, the like actual genius. Like, oh, okay, wait, Wozniak, he's a billionaire, isn't he?
I think.
Is he?
I suppose
he's adorable.
It's important to think
he might be a good billionaire.
Oh,
it's important to think.
I do not believe there is such a thing as a good billionaire.
I think he might be. I'm just saying.
No. He had.
I can present to you how can there not be such a thing.
Yeah, you can
his worth,
present it, but I still want
Wozniak is not a
to. I
billionaire.
want to hang out with him.
Well,
Still
I
wanna hang out
don't
with
know it. Apparently, Wozniak is worth about $100 million.
Oh, okay. Well, then he's nice. See, I told you.
But
And just so people understand why I do not believe you can ethically become a billionaire. I believe you can get rich. Wozniak is rich, yeah, that's a given. But you cannot ethically become a millionaire.
I get you, man. But go on, let's hear it. You're gonna become a billionaire.
A million seconds is 12 days. A billion seconds is 31 years.
Yes.
If you somehow made $1,000 a day ever since Columbus discovered America, you would still not be a billionaire. You'd be like 3/4 of the way to being a billionaire. It's an unthinkable amount of money. No one is going. You couldn't imagine something that would give you all this money and you wouldn't have to pay off people. And the trick that all billionaires did is just, instead of paying off people whatever they're owed, they just say, fuck you, that's my money.
Mm-hmm. I stole it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true.
Let's look at Bill Gates, a very popular good billionaire because of all the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation.
I think it was more Melinda who did it than him. If you ask me,
I think it was his accountant who did it, neither of them.
Because he hung out with Epstein just a little too much, if you ask me.
Well, how many lawsuits did he get in from making it so it was impossible for other companies to work, and then when they were in the red, just bought it over, fired everyone, and screw you.
Yeah. Oh God. When I interviewed Jesper Meerfers, you know what he told me about Bill Gates? He said Bill Gates used to come into the store, the porno store that he worked at, and would buy dirty magazines. And he's like, I was like, was he creepy? It's like I expect him. He's like, oh yeah, he's totally creepy. Like he's coming in buy yeah, isn't that great? Now that's some magic, right into magic. I was like, oh my God. Yep,
I'm Bill so Gates happy that people came here for the magic and got communism. So,
well,
that's the goal for MTGC, right? So,
yeah, no, oh God, okay, can we bring this up real quick? Just if we're talking about ridiculous capitalism, how does everybody feel about the Magic the Gathering Cheez-Its?
I'm so happy we don't have Cheez-Its in Brazil.
What is capitalism at its finest?
Have you not seen the Cheez-Its?
Oh no, I have.
I don't know what is.
I didn't because there are no Cheez-Its in Brazil.
What is it? What is
it? Cheez-Its is a cheesy cracker. It's like a cracker.
Oh, okay, cream cracker.
And Magic did a special edition box, 2 boxes with Cheez-Its. One of them looks like an old, like the old style of like the alpha, the back of the card. It even says on the bottom in the middle of the box, it says created by Richard Garfield, which I just feel so bad because that when he signed that contract saying I want my name included in every product, he did not anticipate that this was going to be a Cheez-It box.
Nope.
And they put it dead center. It's huge. And then the other one has Teferi on it, just going, doing the Teferi thing. And
okay,
I'm like, what? Okay, I mean, like Teferi is not like he's not like Sonic the Hedgehog or Super Mario. Like people are not going to see Teferi and go like, oh, the world famous Teferi. There's no such thing as the world famous Magic character. Be like, what? No.
The most famous character in Magic, I would argue, is Gandalf. So
yeah, right. And and I have another thing I want to complain about. I tell you this much: the Magic Gathering story people really dropped the ball because I have not seen one single bit of lore on the Magic site about that Lord of the Rings set. So what's up with that?
That's one funny thing.
Do you want a hot take?
Can I have a hot take with a yes? Give me a hot take.
Okay, Duda, please listen to this with your business administration mind. Okay. Okay. Now
I put my degree to work.
Okay. Now I got this IP. Okay. And this IP is a great game.
That's short for international penis. Yes.
It's exactly the intellectual property of. I have this game, and I have to pay writers to write a good story because nobody's gonna play a game without story. We all know that. So I got the best designers in the business, and I make the best game in the business, but I still gotta keep paying people to come up with stories, or else nobody's gonna buy my game. But then, what if instead of paying people to write stories, I just take this money, whatever I used to spend on writing stories, and I give it to, I don't know, the Tolkien estate, so I can use that story, which is already
that's famous.
Popular.
It's been written.
It's a lot popular than.
From what I understand, that book has been written and it has sold a few copies.
It sold more than 3.
More than 3. What, like 3 billion?
More than 3.
More than 3 billion? What is it like?
So
30 million? How many? I mean, what is it sold like?
And Elba, you can already use the story that your own company made for another game. That it's most popular.
Oh no,
like
but we're talking about the old story, right? Because I'm not gonna spend any more money writing stories. I can just take this money and I can use this money I'm saving, and instead of having to write the story myself, I can use stories that other people have written. I can use comic books like Walking Dead. I could even use like other gaming scenarios like Warhammer.
And you can use.
Could you do Street Fighter 2? Could you do Street Fighter?
And now, but you can use.
Why not? It's very popular. Yeah.
You could use to the stories that your own company has written for D&D, for example, and it's even cheaper.
It is because it's already written, right?
Yeah.
So I would not be surprised at all if in a very short time frame, Wizards just announced they're killing off the creative part, and just because that's kind of like what Hasbro does with Monopoly, right?
Yeah.
Monopoly used to be Hasbro's biggest earner because so many companies want to have their own version of Monopoly. So many other companies want to have their own version of Monopoly. So
what the fuck has been a Magic the Gathering Monopoly already, for God's sake? Okay, you know what? That's one I'm actually open to buying because I would have fun with that. Why isn't there a Monopoly Magic the Gathering? What the fuck, Hasbro?
Because they're not going to make any extra money from Magic the Gathering Monopoly.
I am building.
If they're going to make it from Cheez-Its, why not Monopoly? It's like
because Cheez-It pays them to do it.
That's the thing. Paid them?
That's the thing.
It's advertisement.
When the Simpsons Monopoly comes out, it's not Hasbro that's paying for the Simpsons. It's the Simpsons that are paying Hasbro.
Well, I was mistaken because I thought that Cheez-It thing was so cringe. I thought that they had to be paying Cheez-It.
Alper, would you say that the Cheez-It thing it was cheesy?
Well, God, Cheez-Its, like Cheez-Its, really? Oh God, can you?
In Portuguese, we have a nice word that is brega. Brega. It was brega.
Oh, I thought you were talking about schmegma, which is a different kind of
Oh, Chris, no.
No. Brega.
Based on what Elba says, I'm just waiting for like Secret Lair Old Testament or something. That's gonna be fun.
Oh, you can't do that.
It won't happen because who
can't make any money.
them for the old?
Record will pay it.
No, you have to do
Secret Lair, not the
Secret Lair Scientology. No, that might happen. Like because
that was a Brazilian joke. The 10 Mandaments movie. They can make a
It's gonna be a saga. It's gonna be a saga with 10 chapters.
Well, as a Jew, I will be expecting to see a slice of that because that's our story, and we get to decide what is done.
Well, there is this movie made in Brazil by pastors of questionable evangelical churches that are very questionable. Fun ones. And they made this movie about the 10 Mandaments. And it exists. It filled cinemas in Brazil.
There was a big 10 Commandments movie made in America too.
Yeah, the Charlton Heston one.
Yeah, I'm not saying that the one in Brazil is not famous, but I'm saying like the famous one that America made. I mean, I'm sure that the one you guys did was cute and everything, but
yeah, I'm Brazilian and I'm with you. The one from the US is a wee bit more famous.
It was
I didn't know the one from the USA, but I really
come on, like that's you gotta. I mean, like you should know this.
You did know, you just didn't realize you knew.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I, as an American, trust me, I know the difference between my national pride and my national shame. And it's like,
But I was what?
It's from 1956.
It's really good. It is good. It's
56.
Yep.
It's good.
I'm sending to you the.
It's 40 years
poster.
before I was born. So
I'm sending to you the poster right now, and you tell me you never seen
in Telegram
drawn like this.
Okay, I am opening my Telegram here.
Yeah.
But I was about to say that I am building a commander deck that I call it Gororoba IP Gororoba. Gororoba is a mess. It's IP mess where
like a diaper.
Yeah.
and I want to no card in this deck being from Magic's IP, just to prove a point.
Okay.
Fucking legend.
Not even the lands. No Magic IP card.
Over on the basic lands.
No. They still
legend.
they make them with they make the you could get the ones that are like basic lands, but they look like the Tolkien map.
There are token and there are D&D basics.
And there's going to be Doctor Who lands coming out too, where the what is that called? The unitard flies everywhere. I can't remember the name of it. With the thing they fly in, the little phone.
TARs or something.
The TARDIS. Like the unitard. I can't. They fly around in a unitard.
But where did you send me the? Okay.
I sent on Telegram. It's just taking a while.
I can't wait though.
I think I saw something in my confirmation classes. Maybe. Confirmation is like.
So, can I just say though, I am excited. Okay, one thing that I am excited to see, or at least I hope they do it. There are going to be Weeping Angel cards, right, in the Doctor Who thing, because
that's a terrifying episode.
I expect there will be. I would not expect them to be
a good card,
flavorful. That's something that's been. Maybe I'm not as much of a Whovian as I. There was a list of the scariest TV episodes of all time, and I wanted to watch all of them. And one of the episodes that was listed was the Weeping Angels episode from Doctor Who, and I watched that, and wicked heebie-jeebies.
I have never ever watched Doctor Who.
Oh, I don't care about Doctor Who. I've only watched the Weeping Angels.
The Weeping Angels, Duda. Seriously,
the thing is, I don't like to see
the fucking shit out of you. It will scare the fucking shit out.
I don't like to watch shows from the middle, so I don't know where to start.
I don't know what to start. It's a self-contained adventure.
You don't need to know. You don't need to.
Makes no sense. Sorry, lady.
You have.
I don't know how to start. I don't know.
Pick one.
You press play.
Literally,
is what you do.
Pick one. Any of them.
We're telling you this. The Weeping Angels episode is a perfect episode because the Weeping Angels are completely insular to that episode. Like they're not like a recurring creature. And so you just must accept this and then watch it. And then after you have the shit scared out of you, call us up and be like, "Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me," because it's that scary.
Well, you know that now canonically Earth is a plane in Magic, right? So that
and I dislike that so very much.
Yeah, a lot.
Well, I love the fact that I love to see the Middle Earth, and then there's like a register by the kind. I'm just like Middle Earth has like just to make sure that nobody steals Middle Earth so there's like the registered thing on it, and reading the description. It's like in Magic the Gathering TM. Middle Earth register on, I'm just like, how many fucking logos?
But Albert, it is Earth, our Earth, which is a plane in Magic right now.
Earth is our Earth.
Earth is canon
because
there's going to be plane chase planes.
Doctor Who.
In Doctor Who, yep, and one of the planes is the one we live in. Because planes and planets are the same thing. Multiverse is just an excuse for a universe where people haven't figured out how to fly yet.
So astronauts are planeswalkers.
I want a secret layer.
Yes,
50 states of America.
Neil Armstrong is the oldest planeswalker we have right now.
The OG planeswalker. Secret layer NASA. Let's go.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Gagarin is the first.
Gagarin was the first planeswalker.
You're not serious about Neil Armstrong, right? Is Neil Armstrong a planeswalker in the Doctor Who set?
Well, no. What I'm saying is, in Doctor Who Commanders, they're going to have plane chase planes. One of those plane chase planes is the planet Earth.
Oh,
and the type line is plane dash Earth.
So if
It's written.
Earth is a plane,
which is
thus
not.
planes are actually planets.
So that
And
means
all,
if
all the whole
Earth-
shebang. You know who's the planeswalker? Nightcrawler from the X-Men, because what the
course.
planeswalkers can do is just teleport really far.
So they're
Come
not
on.
now. They're planet walkers.
Exactly.
Which,
if
Yeah,
the Earth is a
exactly.
plane, does that mean the Earth is flat?
well, obviously it is.
it's called a planeta, not a redondeta.
Mhm.
Yeah,
The Earth has always
luck.
been flat. We're
Think scientology was right all along. guys.
How do you
Oh,
walk
I
on an
think I know how
orb?
to translate that. If
Allison,
it
how
was-
do you walk
it's
on
called
an
a
orb?
planet because it's a plane. If it was a sphere, it would be called a spherit.
Yes.
Yeah,
It would be-
yeah.
We'd call be sphere walkers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or orb walkers or orb joggers. I don't know. Whatever.
Ball walkers, I don't know.
Uh-huh. It could be like,
Yeah.
gosh, darn it. Well, I guess after a while though, how many violations can you after a while the violations just become sort of like de rigueur. You're like, oh, they've slapped me in the face here and there and everywhere. And I'm like, I'm not bothered by the Earth thing. I'm like, meh, well, it was less, it did, because technically we visited Earth with Walking Dead, or at least alternate version Earth, right? It was like,
Yeah.
Rick,
Oh, yeah, but no one said this is a plane.
Yeah. That's the game changer thing. Now there is a card who says plane / Earth.
so
Here's the thing: the lore so far has made it very clear in many moments that planes are not planets. Mirrodin has suns, and the suns are in different planes, right? Well, wrong.
they're
Because that's the thing. If Earth is a plane, then yeah. So okay, planes are just different planets.
just gonna go
And
around to
just-
everybody and say I come from plain Earth.
Yep.
And just see what they say.
Yeah. And the blind eternity is what we call space.
Yeah, it's just space, dude.
The blind eternities is just the universe.
Yeah.
Yep. The empty
I
space
get it.
between the planets.
They're like, it's like, how can we spoon feed you the information a little bit easier? Be like, and oh god. But hopefully there'll be weeping angels. I just want some weeping angels, and I wanted to be a good card, which I now know by saying that out loud. I have just damned that from
Just doomed
happening.
it.
But
The Dalek
Yeah.
Exterminate card, I thought it was pretty good and flavorful. It's a card I enjoyed very much.
I am enjoying playing Lord of the Rings Limited on Arena. I really am, actually. Like
I like it too.
it's fun. It's fun.
The ring bearer thing. I just think that the ring tempting you should do something bad. I am really annoyed about it. And
Meaning, what do you mean? Like the ring? Okay, so because when the ring tempts you, it has the 4 stages, and so what do you mean? It should do something to the other person, or
No, for you that should be
you
a drawback.
always want to be tempted by the ring all the time. It's always a good thing 100% of the time. There's no ill side effect of being tempted by the ring.
But
And
doesn't
as
eventually though it becomes
No.
bad because you turn
No,
into
it doesn't.
Gollum, right?
No, but
hold on.
that's in the lore. That's in the lore.
Are we
I'm
talking about
the
the
mechanics.
book or the game?
I don't know
Because
anymore.
In Magic, whenever the ring tempts you, something good happens. It's a good thing 100% of the time.
Well,
but that's the point.
Except when you have to we have to throw away a card that you didn't want to because you attacked with it. That's sort
Well,
of
but it's always
come,
the worst card of
that's
2.
That's reaching a bit too far, don't you think?
I don't know. I kind of get bummed a little when I throw away a good card.
You just drew
But
it.
It's always the worst thing of worst card in your hand that you
That's
are.
not true. That's not true because I play very, very, very poorly, and I get to where I have no cards in hand, so I have to
Okay.
discard it.
Okay, then it's just milling yourselves. Okay.
Yes,
okay,
I
okay,
milled
okay.
myself several times.
But when you think about the ring in the original story, it Frodo never used it because the Nazgûl would reach him, because Sauron would know where they were, because
Yeah.
Saruman could send orcs to beat them. So I don't know. Maybe whenever
it's kind of
the ring.
the main point of the book, that if you fall into the temptation of the ring, bad things are going to happen to you. You
Yes.
do not want to be tempted by the ring.
And milling yourself is a bad thing. So maybe I actually understand the book better than all of you better players.
But
Mm.
think
I
about
don't
it.
think you do, because milling yourself is usually a good thing.
Yeah. I have a deck entirely about it. It's called Mudrata. So
you know what we need to do? Like, dude, seriously, we need to have some arena time with Duda, right, Allison? There needs to be something like arena time with Muldrotha. Oh my god, fuck Muldrotha. Oh my god, fuck that card. Fuck it.
It took
Oh,
a little second for him to
Oh,
realize what Mudrata was.
I fucking hate that card so much. I fucking hate that card.
There
It's
have
an
been some
evil,
traumas
evil
in our
card.
play group.
Now that's the ring, Duda. That's the ring right there.
There have been
play-
some traumas in our group, and
You play
Alper
with
has not.
Muldrotha and you are
Bad.
risking your eternal soul, is
Bad,
what I say.
yeah.
I have 38 decks.
Check
I
with
can
Muldrotha?
choose. What? No, one
With
deck is with
Muldrotha?
Muldrotha.
Okay, I was like,
I have
oh my
38
god.
different decks.
No. I mean, I was talking about on Arena because we should play each other in Arena. But yes, Commander too.
Yeah, we can.
But if your Muldrotha's good, I know somebody who I want to have you play Muldrotha against. I would.
No, my
yes.
Muldrotha is beautiful, and it's the only.
No, well,
thing.
that can't be.
Alper, I think I've solved a problem we had, and we didn't know we had.
Muldrotha versus Muldrotha.
I mean that too, but remember when we had 2 extra codes for the decks from Lord of the Rings, the 3-minute decks, and we wanted to play with people on Arena?
Yeah, we do want to play with people on Arena. I like people.
Check out, we have two cool people we want
Hey,
to give decks
You're
to.
persons. Do you want to?
Yeah.
You guys are
think
persons.
I am. But, well, for the conservatives, transphobics, I am not. But well,
Well,
Fuck them a lot, right?
Well, for the conservative transphobics, I'll just say this: y'all need to just get over the fact you're turned on by all of us. Okay?
yeah.
Give it up.
Yeah.
We all know what your porn history is. Deal with it.
Well,
and just be happy.
Oh, but let me say this: I have to be a trans militant all the time, but Brazil is the place that most kills trans people, but it's also the place where the most trans porn is watched. So
well, that makes sense.
Yeah, I am saying because it goes with what you were talking about.
If you look at in America, wherever there is the most racism, there is the most BBD porn, which I don't know if you know what that stands for, but
I can imagine.
Allison, it stands for Big Black.
I thought it
Genital.
was
Doors.
Oh yes,
They're all big Rolling Stone fans.
Allison,
I see.
Big Black.
Yes, I thought it was just D&D porn, and oh Christ,
Male genitalia.
I might have lost part of my soul now.
Well, if it was that big
worth.
enough, you very well may have.
Well, I am legally a female and I have this genitalia, so.
Oh Christ!
But yeah, I think the ring has tempted us now. I think we've tempted by the ring.
Not in game though.
Yeah,
Not what?
Not in game though.
Not in game.
I
No,
mean,
just
in game. Yeah.
just tempted. Just tempted in reality.
Now thinking about it, right? Shouldn't the one ring like give you an emblem that gives you like 1 damage for each time it has tempted you? But when you get tempted,
I think
when
the
it
greatest.
tempts you,
I think it would be nice if every time the ring tempts you, the opponent gets a Mass Orcs 1 or a Mass Orcs X being X the times you've been tempted by the ring, because Saruman is sending orcs to catch you.
Cruel mistress.
I was thinking of completely the opposite. I was thinking of taking.
Honestly, I just go with the 5th time the ring tempts you, you lose the game.
Yeah, that's right. That's cool too.
Fair point.
That's cool too.
Oh God, I love a good ring. You know, I'll tell you this much. The only thing I'll say, you know what the ring should do? Because Allison, we were playing and Allison bought the ring avatar, or what do they call it? Like the thing. It's like the ring. It's like the little pet ring, right?
Okay.
I have the soul ring, and when you touch the soul ring, it spins like crazy. It's like a just sparkling. It looks like it's on amphetamines. Like you can't slow it down. Like it literally is just like it's the soul ring's having an orgasm over and over again. Then there's the ring from Lord of the Rings that comes in this little red blanket, and you touch it, and it just goes, meh. That's it. Like I was so just.
I have a lazy ring. What to say?
You do, and I was so close to buying that ring, and when I found out that the ring just goes, it's like it doesn't sparkle. It barely even lifts off the red blanket. It just takes a nap, but it doesn't even breathe because it's a ring. I mean, why? Why would they do that? I mean,
I grinded 50k gold, and I regret every single day.
My heart broke for you. Like, I swear to God, I'd just be like, I want to call up Tolkien's estate. I'd say 1-800 number and be like, your ring is shit. Do you know that? That ring's not tempting at all. Well, actually, you know what the shitty part is? It is tempting until you find out what it does. Ugh.
And that's the true mechanic.
Mm-hmm. Maybe Sauron is running the game over at Wizards and being like, he ground through 50,000 tokens and now he's regretting everything. I don't know how Sauron talks. I'm sure it's like,
I might go mad. I might just take my hair off because that's disappointed me deeply.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you, but I was upset for you. Like, I really, if I could give you my rings, Allison, I would. And I've got a lot of them. So, you know, that's right, Elba. I went there. I'm talking about
just wash them. Just wash them before. Just wash them before you then give them.
Fetch me the ring, young dildo.
But anyways, we already talk about rings, about communism.
We talked about rings. I feel like we've rung our bells on this episode, everybody. I feel like we've hit that spot.
We actually talked about every single topic we expected to.
I think so. Also, no, but you know, this is a living, breathing thing, much like Magic Story, and it will continue until corporate decides it won't.
Yeah, and that's why profit-based societies, it's bad for everybody but the guys who get the profit.
I would sell my participation right for $1 billion.
Oh, well, I didn't realize we were doing that, because if that's on the table, I'll sell my freaking soul for, I don't know, $23.50.
$22.99.
No, that's a little. No, look, I'm not cheap. I'm not cheap. $22.99. No, $23.50. That's, I mean, respect yourself, Allison. Come on. I hope that the number that he said is actually smaller than what I said. I'm not sure if it is because of my dyscalculia. So I'm hoping it went there. But if it didn't, hopefully the joke still lands and they can point and laugh at the stupid American who can't do math. DJ Crystal Math. That's what I'm saying.
And then the episode wraps itself.
And that's it. And that's
and
it.
that is end
and
scene.
End scene.